Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back with some more Rise of Mordor action for you today. And as you can see, the Woodland realm is marching to war, and it is facing today Gondor. And yeah, this is a battle from the Rise of Mordor tournament that is currently taking place on their Discord. I definitely recommend going and joining their Discord if you want to get involved in some more events. They're doing lots of like elves versus dwarves events and probably more tournaments in the future. But yeah, this was a replay sent to me by a member of the Discord who was taking part in their tournament, so I very much appreciate sending this my way. It's a really close one, and it definitely is worth checking out. And yeah, as you can see, we have obviously Woodland Realm facing Gondor. Obviously the Woodland Realm has very little cav. Only has their Elven King riders that are able to combat the Swan Knights and the Gondor cavalry of Gondor. So going to be interesting there. Obviously, the elves who have their strength, they have their archers. They have brought more archers than the Gondorians, which is fair enough. Gondor's archers are pretty good, but they are no match to the elves. Their infantry pretty even, and a shock I give in favour of the elves. Losnark axes are not that great. So it'll be interesting to see how they combat this. Obviously, brought some spears to like try and combat the cav. Obviously, so has the Woodland Realm. So it'll be interesting to see. So yeah, we'll kind of go over in depth what they brought. So the Woodland Realm, we'll start with, has 4 units of Lasgarlan archers and 1 unit of Lords of Lasgarlan. They then have 4 Lasgarlan blades. They have 2 Lasgarlan spears and 3 Hall Guardians, which are really good anti-cav units. They can form square. They've got like that sort of like almost like polearm like shock infantry like weapon, as you can see here. So very good. And obviously the Elven King as their general. Then Gondor has over here, he has his general, which is a Silver Swan like cavalry unit. Then has another Silver Swan here, and then I think on the other side he's brought another further Silver Swan and some Gondor cavalry. So 3 Silver Swans, 1 Gondorian cavalry to make up his cavalry complement of 4. And then he's got 3 Gondor archers here. He then has another 4 Gondor swords, 3 Gondor infantry, 2 Gondor infantry, and then a Citadel guard. So more elite. This is a really nice unit. Probably one of my favourite looking units in the game. Look at that unit. It looks awesome. Really does. And then, yeah, in the reserve, he then has some Warriors of Losnark here. So these Axemen of Losnark. Pretty good unit, but like only against like Mordor units, I'd say it's really good. Like against like high tier units like this shock just gets beaten up quite easily. It's one of the lowest cost like shock units, probably up there with Lake Town Guard. I should say down there with Lake Town Guard. While on the other hand, like Hall Guardians, one of the best shock infantry units probably in the game. But yeah, so there we go. That is they are the army comps at the moment. It looks like the armies are just getting ready. It looks like the elves are going to take a defensive position there. They feel like they're threatened on these flanks by the cavalry here. And yeah, I can see why they could feel like they need to just be a bit more protective. This Elven King could probably take all the cavalry units out one by one. But obviously it just depends if he gets obviously 2v1, 3v1. He may not be able to do so. But yes, if you want to see more Rise of Mordor content on the channel, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. If you are new to the channel and are taking part in the Rise of Mordor tournament and you want me to show off your replay, feel free to send it my way. I am more than happy to do so. Really enjoy showing off your guys' content and your guys' battles. But yeah, look at this. Looks awesome. I do love the Woodland Realm. One of my favourite looking factions. I think they all look really good though. That's the thing. They do such a good job that I kind of go to every single faction and go, oh, this is now my new favourite. This is now my new favourite. Like, something like the elves, dwarves, even Dale. I really like Dale. Dale is probably a bit of a surprising one, but I really do like him. Probably is, yeah, some great factions. And yeah, can't wait to see what they got to do in the future. Obviously with like Rohan coming soon, Trolls as well. It's gonna be really fun to see what they bring to the table. But yes, as you can see here, the elves are now firing. They've got that extra long range compared to like the Gondorian archers here, so they're firing off some volleys, and they'll fire off a lot quicker and a lot more accurate as well. Waiting for another great volley. Here we go. There's some shots going off in the background, or they look like they're going to. Volley! Very nice. Yeah, you can see that the I don't know what they're firing at. Maybe the Warriors of Losnark? No, they're firing at... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they are firing at the Warriors of Losnark. We can see that the Gondor infantry has gone into like the diamond formation, trying to break through the shield wall that is being formed up here. You can see that the elves are playing very much more defensive, boxed up formation here. And they're going to try and be pierced. The lines are going to be pierced here, though, by the arrowheads in this formation that I've forgotten what this is called. It might just be called the arrow formation, to be honest. But there you see Gondor's going to fly in. And then he goes, he's got a shock infantry mixed in there with the swords. That's going to be a really hard like nut to crack. Those infantry, those poor infantry. See the cavalry's now flying in. There isn't enough like infantry with swords and shields to protect the rear. You can see they're going to get a good charge here on the Elven King. Really good charge there. I feel like that might have been an okay charge by the Silver Swan. They're now sending in shock infantry though. They need to use their cavalry and rear charge all these archers. That's what they need to be using their cavalry for, not going after this general. Because like that's where the shock infantry wants to support. And here we go, good charge into the rear of these archers who are just unprotected. Can't do anything about this. He's just not good enough men. Now he's going to flank some spears around, try and trap them between his front line and his what is now his rear line, I guess, with those spears. Yeah, these spears are having a rough time. But I'm not going to be doing too many. I might do some slow-mos so you guys can see what's going on. See, they pulled out the cavalry here. Took a lot of losses, about 20 odd men lost. The Elven King not losing so much. They might need to focus him down with archers. He's now going to get a charge off onto the Gondorian general. Obviously, the Elven King's not actually a shock cav, so like his charge ability on like things like cavalry is not going to be that great. Another cavalry charge in here, going after the archers. See, they're desperately trying to flank around some spears now as well to support their cavalry attacks. And yeah, this cavalry, certainly this unit here is very much trapped and is probably going to get killed off. But the spears and the shock infantry pinning it down. If anything, yeah, I'd be trying to pin down this general here. Really good play here by the Gondorian general, trying to pin him down. You see that they're now sending over shock infantry to try and support this fight. They are losing this fight. They really need some infantry to support. You can see the Elven King is actually losing, but how long that will last? Oh, they need to turn their Hall Guardians back around. Turn them around. The general needs you. They really need... I mean, they're focusing the Hall Guardians down with the archers. But they could do is sending this Gondor Cav here. Sending this to go maybe charge this Hall Guardians. Just break, like, damage the unit so much. A rear charge would be very nice. Like, I would not be trying to help this unit, like any of these units here. This Gondor Cav as well is just getting trapped in, like, a massive infantry. Just go after the lone units like these ones. You can see they fall back now when the Hall Guardians get close. I don't know. That was a fairly close run thing. This Elven King's getting weaker by the by every engagement. Got Warriors of the Lost Ark breaking there though. That's a bad sign. That front line infantry now gone. There is now this unit freed up. No longer has to worry about anything in the front. Hall Guardians now beating Gondor. That's no surprise here. Or horse just running on through. Yeah, these Gondor spears. Spears get beaten by shock infantry in this game very decisively, usually. They're going to need support from, like, archers and various other things if they want to have a chance of winning this. Or the cavalry charge in the rear would be good. Like, they need to use their cavalry a lot more effectively. Like, this cavalry advantage they're not using to full effect. At all. Yeah, they're trying to pin down the Elven King. But I mean, killing off, like, archers and shock infantry would be much more detrimental right now. This Elven King, like, elves, the thing is that, like, they won't break anyway. Like, if their general dies, yeah, they'll, like, have morale damage. But they're really elite units. So, like, them losing a general, it's not really the end of the world. It's not compared to, like, your Mordors or your Isenguards or maybe even Gondor. I'd say Gondor's more likely to, if they lose their general. As you can see, he's losing here now, being chopped down as he runs away. Gondor is more likely to chain out than the elves if they lose a general. See though that they are losing. They're losing here though, the elves. Let's go on swords. The Gondorians are losing there though. So trading. Yeah, these Citadel Guard. I guess they probably could beat these elves. They are more expensive than the elves. They should probably be able to beat them. See the shock infantry there falling back. The general is really low on numbers. He's I think he's still getting shot at as well by elven archers. Yeah, you can see he is. They're now going to get... What is he going for? Maybe a charge? No. He needs to just get him out of there. They lost a lot of cavalry. Lost a lot of cavalry. And when the shock infantry appears like this, they should have just charged it. Like when they're getting this is getting isolated now. All these units here are getting isolated. They should just... There you go. General has been killed. Gondor's general is dead. He's been focused down to the last man. But yeah, I definitely feel like they've not allowed the battle to take place. They went a little bit too early with the cav. And yeah, they went after archers. But they definitely could have gone after shock infantry. Certainly was being a real issue, because if they could get rid of that support, they could then pick off the general. I feel like these archers as well, they're not doing enough to help change the battle in favour of their infantry. Yeah, they're going after the general. You can see they're really focusing on this general. Like I said, Elven King can die. I think the elves are elite. Certainly like these Last Guardian and Hall Guardians. Last Guardian archers are really elite. Hall Guardians really elite. They're not going to break just like that. Same with Gondor to a certain extent. You can see he's holding. He's going to need rear charges to break him. And yeah, he's starting to lose decisively. His men are starting to break in some areas. 58. Yeah, maybe that's a bit more than usual. But they are facing like Last Guardian Blades and Hall Guardians. So I don't know. It's hard to say. The elves are now charging in though. They're going to go after these Gondorian archers. These poor men. The spears over here having a rough time. These Citadel Guard, if they can, they should form square. Giving themselves a little bit of a better chance. Better morale. They'll get surrounded, yes, but at least then they can't get flanked. They can't do damage to the morale in that way. Because that's like the easiest way to like damage morale in this game. Just flank someone. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, they're actually still winning here. Gondor Infantry winning here against Hall Guardians. There you go. A general has died, though. Wow, there you go. They actually did manage to kill him. But it's going to be a little bit too late, I think. Gondor has lost too much in the time that it's taken to kill his general. Like, to kill the Woodland Realms general off. So, does it really matter? Probably not. If they killed the Woodland Realm general off first, possibly. They would have also had to keep cavalry alive, which they hadn't managed to do. I feel like we're not going to see many kills of those Gondor cavalry. I like what he's doing here, though. He's going to just fire, like he's using one archer unit to fall back, and he's going to use the second one to shoot into the backs. But he's also getting shot now in the flanks by Gondorian archers. Not by Gondorian archers, by Elven archers. Oh, poor guys. Cut down. These elves. And you're going to see some rear charges. They don't need to risk this. They can risk this Elven King as much as they want now. Because he's not going to... Like, the general's dead already. These Gondorians are combat even. And they are surrounded. It's kind of impressive. Don't know what I guess the archers are just chasing after all of the other archers. But the Elven King here rear charging now. This Gondorian sword unit was doing so well. It's actually winning for a bit of a time. No longer. It's a strong unit, a strong faction are the Woodland Realm to like put in your first round for the tournament. It's a risk because obviously if well, it's not a risk, but I mean it's I guess it's a bold play, put it like that. If you win and you progress, you've used up in your first round one of the strongest factions that you may want to save for the final. I don't know how like it's really working exactly, but I presume you can only play a faction once, like in the previous few tournaments. So obviously, like Gondor's a pretty safe bet because you have Dol Amroth, which is basically the same. Actually, I don't think they have Dol Amroth. It's just the submods. The submod's not in it, so it's just the main mod. So I guess yeah, if you're playing Gondor, it's still a safe bet because you've still got most of the Elven factions you can play. But yeah, there you go. Well done to the Woodland Realm, played by ACG, also known as Zoazi, also in my Discord. And well done to Aragorn Alessa, who's playing as Gondor. Put up a good fight. I think he could have done a little bit better with his cavalry, looking at some of the kills, certainly for these Silver Swan Knights, like the money that you have to put in to get these guys. Definitely did not get the kills, like worth their money. But yeah, his Gondor cavalry did okay. They're a lesser like cavalry unit, and they did a lot better actually than his Knights of the Silver Swan. Shows that maybe these guys are better to bring, like for your like value for money sort of thing. But we'll look at some of the kills quickly. So you got the Elven King here, getting 165 kills, doing a lot of counter cavalry moves, trying to just keep that cavalry away from his front line. Did quite well. Did sacrifice a lot of his men, and including the general himself. But he did well. He got a decent amount of kills. Then we got some Last Guardian Blades here, 206 kills, did very well, holding that front line and shield wall. Then the Hall Guardians here, 235 kills, and still have a lot of like health, like a lot of men left in them. They still got a lot of more kills to get if the battle could go on longer. The Spears here did okay, helping that anti-cav sort of way, like keeping back the cavalry and holding those flanks for a little bit. Then the archers did okay. I mean, weren't going to get insane kills because they're facing Gondor, and also which is quite heavily armored, and also there's just the one army. But yeah, 75 kills for these guys are not too bad. And so yeah, there you go. Over, we'll look at Gondor now, and yeah, as I mentioned, Gondor cavalry here getting 125 kills. Archers nothing like amazing. And then the Gondor Sword Infantry getting 90 kills, which is not too bad. But I mean, yeah, that's like the only real thing that did quite well. These Warriors of Losnark only getting 25 kills. I definitely would have just replaced them and brought like another spear unit or a sword unit, something or like a Ringlow Vale Men at Arms, just something different, because these axes are just not that great. So the only weakness Gondor really has is its shock, and so it's the only reason I would advise probably never bring it. It's not that great. But there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit of a quick Rise of Mordor battle today, but I definitely wanted to show this one off. It's a real fun one to watch. And yeah, if you want to see more Rise of Mordor, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. I have a really awesome Dwarven Siege that I'm going to show you guys off soon this week. It is a really good one, so definitely make sure you hit that notification bell as well so you know when that one comes out. And until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.